Teaching math students, welcome to homework 4.5, evaluating algebraic expressions. You watched the video, go ahead, check off. This is due tomorrow. Calculators are okay. How do you show work? I put in a problem just like problem number 1. We're going to plug in our very first step, and then we're going to use order of operations and show our work, circle our answer. So let's look at a problem like number 3. Right? So it says evaluate that expression, use x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 6. So that means, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I say plus a negative to all this stuff. And now I want to go ahead and plug in. So I'm saying y is 6, so 6 plus a negative of whatever I get out of this parentheses, which is 6 plus negative, and then I'm going to plug in what x was, 2. Right? Close that up. So notice what I've done. I've kept the expression exactly the same, except I've replaced my y with 6 and my x with 2. So let's go ahead and use order of operations and work this out. So 6 plus negative 2, that's a positive 4. And then we got left over 6 plus, now this is key here, this negative gets placed right next to that 4. So even though when we did what's inside the parentheses, 6 plus negative 2 giving us a positive 4, the negative that is outside of the parentheses kind of gets multiplied to what is inside the parentheses. So I'm left with 6 plus negative 4, and that gives me my answer of positive 2, right? I got a DSSM. So go ahead and make sure you can check those with your calculator. Next one, it says a parentheses plus b. We're going to use a as 5, so I'm going to say 5 parentheses 5 plus 5, close it up, and then say plus b is also going to be 5. So how about that? All right. So order of operations says do the parentheses first. 5 plus 5, that's 10. Close it on up. Notice how that stuff is still in parentheses. So we've got 5 parentheses 10 plus 5, right? Sorry, let me put this in black so it doesn't look like everything's changed, right? Now we're going to multiply 5 times 10 because a number next to parentheses means multiplication. So that gets us 50 plus 5, which gives us our answer of 55. Right? And you could literally put this exact phrase into your calculator and you should get 55, so it's a good way to double check your answer. Next one, it says y squared plus 5 plus x. Use x is 3 and y is also 3. Interesting. Usually that doesn't work, but so we got y squared, so that's 3 squared plus 5 plus 3. So order of operations says exponents first. So that is 3 squared is not 3 times 2, it's 3 times 3. So 9 plus 5 plus 3. And we just add across. So 9 plus 5 is 14, plus 3 gets us our answer of 17. So B. Again, put that in your calculator, you could double check it, get the exact same answer. So now if I were you, I'd pause, I'd go back and do any of the even problems, make sure you understand how to plug in and multiply. Understand that numbers next to parentheses actually means multiply. And come back and rewatch any of these problems that I've done if you need some help. I jumped ahead for you on number 9, went through the steps, and again showed you how to show work just in case you forgot for 10, 11, or 12. So I'm going to leave those problems to you. And now I'm going to skip down to the word problem. So I'm going to do problem 13 with you guys. It says the area of a trapezoid is represented by the algebraic expression b1, the first base, this guy, plus b2 divided by 2 times your height, where b1 and b2 are the bases, h is the height. It says find the area of the trapezoid if b1 is 8, b2 is 6, and the height is 4. So let's write our algebraic expression, b1 plus b2 divided by 2 times height. And now let's plug in. So b1 is 8, so we've got 8 plus b2 is 6 divided by 2 times, and your height is 4. Right, so order of operations, right? So 8 plus 6 comes first. That's 14. So now we got 14 divided by 2. Sorry about that. Divided by 2 times 4. And remember, we don't do multiplication yet. We work it left to right because division and multiplication are on the same level. whatever comes first from left to right. So 14 divided by 2 is 7, and 7 times 4 gives us our answer of 28. And just like we did in our notes today, anything that is related to area is always the unit squared. So I can fit 28 little 1 by 1 foot squares inside of this trapezoid. And that's my answer. All right, call me if you have questions.